it just, fuck, it could have happened, and it just didn't.
Vlinx is hop.
Alright, okay, wait, fuck, we've been recording shit. I forgot. Hello, everybody, I'm Technovoid.
And
he's Hamsterwings,
you
right?
can introduce me.
Right, I forgot. Hamsterwings doesn't like calling himself Hamster. It's cool. We're doing 1,000-year door. That's not what...
See, the problem is if I do, somebody's gonna knock on my door and ask me if I'm crazy.
Oh, right. Well, this TDD doesn't stand for 1,000-year door. It stands for Trouble Double Dress.
1,000-year door.
The 1,000 door.
It's a double doors.
That's very good. That's good. This is week 7. Starting off, we got Diggory versus Stormy Sunshine. Do we usually just start off like that? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So cool. So I think both these teams look exactly what I expect. I mean Diggory.
Yeah.
I mean Diggory. So, yeah. I was just gonna say.
We know the underlying problem of this match. And I feel like maybe we should just address that right off the bat.
Sure, go for it.
So, Diggory has not used Showdown much before.
No.
And he did not know that your teams are stored in your browser, not by your account.
Yeah, because, I mean...
So, he has the second most recent version of his team.
Yeah,
rather than the team he actually intended to bring.
Yeah, Showdown's not going to store 10 million sets from each person.
Yeah, it's not.
So that makes sense, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, honestly, looking at both teams, it seems pretty obvious what both sides are doing. They've basically bringing basic. The one thing that I'll note is that Stormy has brought Diancie, which she doesn't do that often, which is a pretty good pick considering that Diggory does have 2 flying types and an ice type. And Diggory has brought Volcanion, which doesn't necessarily come to every match because, you know, it's quite good against sun teams.
It's Volcanion's like the king of weather. He dominates rain and he dominates sun.
Yeah, and hail and sand don't fucking matter right now.
In Gen 7 they don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. In Gen 8 it's arguable. Other than that, anything to say about this one? I mean, Diggory has the clear advantage because he's Diggory, and I mean, look at his team. But also, he's gonna be a little bit confused when he starts looking at his Pokemon's movesets and Pokemon held items, being like, hey, that's not right.
Well, also, he's, like, very handily outsped by Shiftry. Like, nothing on his team matches Shiftry's speed.
Well, hopefully, I mean, I say hopefully, he's probably running Counter Weather for that.
Yeah, or Tailwind. Prankster Tailwind.
Yeah, sure, that'll also do it, yeah. But yeah, if Shiftry gets a knockoff early, it could be good.
I mean, Shiftry, I think, can OHKO Tornadus as it's setting up Tailwind. And that would remove his Tailwinder, and Shiftry could leave until Tailwind is gone.
Sure. Yeah, what type moves would Shiftry even want to be using against this team? Because, I mean, it's not really grass except for Rhydon. Maybe Finny.
I would probably run...
What can it do against the flyings types, guys?
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking Gen 8 again. I don't know if Shiftry actually gets this in Gen 7. Maybe it does, I don't remember. Shiftry, at least now, I'm not sure if it did, gets Hurricane.
Oh my, okay, well, let's see how
Which, of course, doesn't matter on a Sun team, because it's 50% accurate.
Right. Alrighty, but you know...
Z-Hurricane,
and also if Rain gets set up.
Yeah, if rain ends up going up, which wouldn't be a bad thing to countermeasure.
Yeah, I like Diggory's names this week. They're all like types of armor and shit. And
what is up with Stormy's nicknames?
I don't. It's a reference to, I don't know, Harry Potter maybe. All I know is all 6.
She double targeted that Rhydon. She wanted it gone, but it died to just the Leaf Blade.
Yes, it sure did.
That is because it did not have the EVs that Diggory was expecting. Is
that right?
Yeah.
Well, now Shiftry is not as good.
Yep, Rain goes up. If this were Gen 8, that Shiftry would have moved last.
Misses the Steam Eruption, though, which is a bit rough.
Yep, missing Steam Eruption is pretty big. Good Preserve on Ninetales. That Hurricane hit, pretty surprising, 50%. Diancie lives because the rain is gone. Definitely would have died in the rain. Gets 1 speed boost, doesn't really matter.
You know, for what it's worth,
defense boost.
Stormy is playing rather well with the pivots.
Yeah, with preserving Ninetales.
Yeah.
Steam Eruption is now rain boosted, so it's going to take it out. That thing's going to live because the rain went up.
Yes. Yeah, this is a battle of the...
Prankster Rain Dance proving to be quite effective.
Yes. Yeah, in Gen 8 that would definitely affect order, but not right now. Abyssal Whip.
So now we've got Team George Washington versus Zygarde.
Mm-hmm.
And once Porygon gets boosted, Porygon will join the battle.
So Porygon later in this battle uses Thunderbolt, which was really awkward for me because Thunderbolt doesn't have an animation, like the Pokemon doesn't move. It just does a Thunderbolt, so it just said, Cedric Diggory used Thunderbolt. And I was like, who got this kill?
Yeah, Porygon.
Yeah, I figured that out later in that turn.
So he switches out his Steel type. His Electric Resist, which is not surprising because like Porygon usually is going to have Bolt Beam. But the good heal on the Volcanion with the Surf Water Absorb. And there's Porygon getting a kill with its Thunderbolt because it is Electric type now.
Yeah, and it is Omni boosted. Important to note.
Yep, very strong, very fast Porygon. Doesn't really care about the rain right now because she doesn't need sun.
Yeah, Zygarde's in a spot about it though. Zygarde does not like this combination.
So Porygon does that, and I'm honestly surprised he opted to kill Zygarde there.
Yeah, Porygon was definitely the bigger threat.
I would have thought Porygon would have demanded more respect.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I mean, Diggory did bring the wrong team, but also he didn't respect that Porygon as much as he needed to. I mean,
even here he goes for the Shiftry, which is still very surprising to me. Like, yeah, the Shiftry would have low-kicked the Kyurem, and that would have been bad, but I still think this Porygon's gonna get another kill just because it's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Porygon picking up like its third kill or something?
Yes, I believe it got 3.
And finally he goes down. That takes 52 in the sun.
That's not that much.
No, it's not. So now...
it's down to the final 2.
So here's the biggest issue with Diggory's incorrect spread. That would have died.
Yeah, so it does miss the Ninetales, but it does hit the Volcarona, and the Volcarona actually manages to live because Abyssal Whip is not holding a Life Orb. With the Life Orb, it would have died, and this Heat Wave would not have happened.
That Heat Wave wouldn't have happened. It would have been a 1v1 Kyurem versus Ninetales, which Ninetales probably would have won, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. Can you scroll up in the battle just a little bit? So yeah, Kyurem went first. Kyurem went before Landorus. It's probably scarfed into Ice Beam.
Into Ice Beam. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okie dokie. Well, hey, good job to Stormy. She took down the menace.
Yeah, he has not lost a battle since week 1.
Yes, and here he goes now. Yeah. Woo! Bye bye, Diggory. Kiss my. No, that's mean. I wouldn't say that. I'm just glad you lost. Gonna be completely honest.
Okay, so this battle, this is me versus John.
Oh, hey.
I really want to talk in depth about what happens turn 1.
Okay, I also want to, but I also do want to make a note. Magillanica Lou changed his name now that A is not capitalized.
Oh.
I don't know if he watched the video. John, are you lurking? Did you notice? I don't know what's up. Okay, anyways, you go.
So I'll talk about turn 1 when we get to it.
Okay.
But basically, for him, I was like, I don't care if he brings Smeargle. I don't care if he brings Togetic. But I'm kind of scared of Kartana, Greninja, and Celebi, which he's never brought all together, and he brought them all together.
Yeah, right there, the triple threat. I mean,
basically Buzzwole is my check all to all of them.
Sure, but you also have Prankster Murkrow, which is dope as hell.
Of course I do.
Yes.
He's been very, very helpful.
Yeah, and Leafeon, who's pretty good.
Leafeon, there to take advantage of his large steel weakness.
With the Iron Tail.
With Z Iron Tail, yeah, of course.
Iron Tail, very good.
That's my plan. His plan, probably the same thing as usual.
Yes.
Redirection and power up Diancie.
Yep.
Maybe set up an Aurora Veil.
What did you mean when you said let me refamiliarize with this
Because I
team?
built this like 4 days before the battle happened and never looked at it again.
Sure, I feel that.
Okay, so turn 1. This is a super important scout that I think everyone should know that this is how the game works. So I fake out Kartana and I flash cannon Diancie. So pause right here. I have now scouted his Kartana set completely.
Okay.
Since it flinched after
After
Deoxys moved,
it's not choice.
I know it's not scarfed.
Okay, yeah.
So, for anyone who doesn't know that that's how the game works, that's super important.
Okay.
It's the same with like sand damage. You will take sand damage in order of how fast you are.
Right. Okay. So what is the
So
Kartana set?
So that's all I wanted to point out, really, is that I know he's not scarfed.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what he's holding?
No. But I've scouted the most important item. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, forget it. I don't want the Deoxys anymore.
So what's the quick card? Why is that?
I was just stalling.
But
This thing didn't really have any moves.
Okay.
So I figured I would signal beam the Kartana in case he didn't follow me, but of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, all I wanted was Buzzwole and Murkrow in.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to switch Buzzwole in when Kartana was probably going to attack Deoxys.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they are the dynamic duo.
Yeah, so he gets a Leaf Blade on my Murkrow, and I'm going to Feather Dance the Kartana because, well, it hits very hard.
It
and
works.
now it doesn't.
It works. And
Did
Kartana
you get a nice
almost
little
dies
Drain
there.
Punch there? I went and calced Rock Slide, and it was like, it does 11% minimum. And I'm like, perfect. I will take out Kartana, and I will deal some damage to Togetic. That's so perfect. Oh, it is not perfect.
No, wait, it's David
It
Luck.
missed. That's the most crucial miss of this battle because Murkrow dies because of it.
Yeah. But still got those fake
So now
outs,
I have to fake that out and go for another Rock Slide.
which hits.
Yeah, dude, I can't be missing 2 in a row, right?
I mean, isn't it like 80 accuracy?
It's 90.
Oh, okay. It's
I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch on Mr. Mime because he is taunted now,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's not.
Yeah,
Ninja
that.
comes out, so I'm like, yeah, that's a free kill. I want to kill that. Also, I disconnected and reconnected because my internet's bad. Or something happened. I think somebody was messing with the router.
Well, what's the explanation for the Primarina?
It resists water.
I see. Okay.
It resists water and dark.
Okay.
So now Primarina's out here. It gets flinched. I Dazzling Gleamed there.
Oh, that sucks. That's a bad time bear.
Yeah. I could have Iron-Headed Ninetales, but Drain Punch was enough to kill it, and it would also heal me.
Mm-hmm.
And Primarina flinches, so it can't Dazzling Gleam and kill the Greninja, because it would have killed. Now Celebi comes out. Dark Pulses on to Buzzwole, and that's going to be Elite Storm on Primarina, which kills it.
Were you expecting that?
No, I had no idea what he wanted to do with Celebi.
Fair enough. But at this point,
But now Buzzwole is at like 3,000 attack,
Buzzwole doesn't give a shit.
and it's still holding an Assault Vest.
Good lord.
So, I flinched the Greninja because why not? And then I'm gonna punch it.
Oh my god.
And
Hey,
Buzzwole gets like 5 kills.
Buzzwole is straight up 14 kills, 0 deaths. It's...
Dude, I always gotta have someone with 0 deaths, so.
I mean, I guess. I mean, Victini, well, I shouldn't talk about that, because this match hasn't happened yet. But 14-0 is pretty fucking good.
Yeah. See, it works every time. You just gotta, like, put out the little Deoxys on a string and be like, here, there it is. You can kill it. You can kill it. And then Buzzwole comes in and cleans everything up.
You're like, here's the carry, here he is, here's the carry. Come and get him.
I didn't even have a Focus Sash. I did Life Orb.
Alright, next up we got Dusk versus Peanut. This is a good match, and
Oh, this is a very good match.
I want to give MVP to someone in this match, but we can talk about that later. But tell me about these teams.
So
Scolipede is here for the first time ever.
Scolipede is here, probably to do one of two things. Either set up speed for itself with a sub, and then start hitting.
Oh, okay.
Or baton pass, yeah.
Yeah. So
because you could do sub, swords dance, baton pass, and I don't know, whatever else.
Yeah, so Mega Aggron is here this week, which is, even though it is Peanut's MVP, it's actually not come that often. So since Peanut is basically the only person that is in the unique situation of having two different Megas on his team, something I do want to talk about every week is like which of the Megas would have been better this week.
I think Aggron.
You think Aggron here? Can you explain the merits to Aggron over Mega Altaria for Dusk?
It just walls what he has.
Okay. Very good.
I think Altaria's not enough of a threat because Venusaur comes in and is a poison type and walls it.
Yeah, I spoke with Peanut. I don't know if you spoke with Peanut about this match at all, but I
don't remember.
I spoke with him, and I actually hard predicted Dusk bringing a rain team this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, that's definitely gonna happen, so you should watch out for that, and it did. And honestly, I think it's pretty even. I think Peanut. I don't really know what Dusk was running. I don't think he sent me his.
No, he sent it to me, and I didn't check it. I just legalized it. I just validated it. I mean.
Oh.
Because I don't look at people's teams. I just validate.
Oh,
them
that's
and
what you
check
mean.
the
That's
items.
what you mean. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. People stopped sending them to me this week. It's weird. I don't know.
I think it's just because you were streaming every night.
Oh, that's well. Okay. What was I gonna say? So I don't really know what Dusk is doing, but Nitesh did send me his team to sort of look at before, and he's running a couple of pretty interesting.
He did send me this one. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited to see this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this one's pretty even.
I think Magnezone.
Kyurem, as always, wrecks house, but it's so precarious to get it out.
Sure. Of course, yeah. Magnezone with Magnet Pull is potentially going to be an issue for Aggron if Aggron needs to leave, especially because this Aggron has superpower. Having
getting
your stats,
locked in.
Yeah, having your stats lowered and then being locked in is not ideal.
Definitely not, especially not when he's dropping his defense.
Yeah.
Which Aggron usually doesn't even invest in because he doesn't need to.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's see how it goes.
Everybody says GL. You gotta stop doing that, guys.
I stopped. I just want to win. I'm not.
So out comes Drizzile.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to record your stats.
Did he Iron Tail just end like hard calling Bulu?
I think so. What was out
That's
there?
That's pretty
originally?
crazy. Pelipper,
yeah.
Also, that's huge, by the way. That paralysis on Trick Room is what he tried to use there.
Yes. So no Trick Room.
That's very big. Also, despite being paralyzed, it goes first. Very good.
It's got that prankster ability. Wait, that.
So now Bulu's here, and he just Iron Tails that Venusaur again. It is gone.
Yeah, he, unlike a lot of people, he respected that Venusaur and he wanted it out of the way as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Here comes Scolipede.
Mom, I'm scared.
And Peanut makes a very, very good play here. I don't know if it's on this turn. No, okay. Well, he does get up the electric terrain, which I feel like
he does get up electric terrain, which takes down grassy terrain, which is going to gimp Bulu's healing. Because a lot of times what it wants to do is Woodhammer and just heal up.
I keep being scared that Bulu's gonna run just a fucking tank set, like just complete, like just Leech Seed substitute.
Yeah, just show up and run like Leech Seed.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that Dusk hasn't done it yet, and I hope he doesn't do it against me. Dusk, if you're listening.
And oh my gosh, it takes no damage.
Neither of them do.
He calls Magnezone, which is a great call.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely he should have called Magnezone there.
Yeah.
I 100% back superpowering the Bulu.
Yeah, absolutely. Now this turn is really interesting from Peanut. Not this, the next one. So Peanut here goes for the double toxic spikes. He goes for a taunt on the Scolipede, which is pretty big because that eliminates...
Which, if you've seen its moves so far, that means it can't do anything.
Yeah. And, I mean, even had he not seen his moves, that's still pretty good, because you completely call its moveset at that point, because either it starts attacking, or if it is the baton pass one...
It does that.
It does that. Yeah.
So now, that Scolipede is a dead slot. The most it can do is, like, 10% to Electivire. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he still attacked it there in case that wasn't actually the case, but now he knows that it's struggling.
Yeah. Well, I'm scared there's no moves left. And it's
Struggle does 5%. He's going to lose 25% every single turn. Going to go for the Horn Leech, which is going to take out Electivire. Makes sense.
It's a shame.
And once again calls the Magnezone. No Magnezone.
Yeah, but at this point, Scolipede has set up double Toxic Spikes, which is not great for the remainder of Peanut's team.
It's not terrible.
It could be worse, but it's not a great position to be in. And
yeah, kind of surprised he struggled Aggron there. Or do you not pick your target for struggle? You might not.
You don't know. But it kills itself there, so Peanut does not get that kill.
Nope. Although, do you want to give the kill to Electivire for forcing it to struggle?
I was considering that originally, but I decided not to because Dusk could have at any point switched it out.
And there's the Magnezone. There it is. The one turn you didn't want it, but what a good Thunder Punch.
Yeah. No, I mean Natasha's predicts are on fucking point. They didn't.
I mean, he's making the wrong calls on what is literally a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a bit
like
rough.
If I were him, I 100% would have called Magnezone almost every time there also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, Dusk has gotten pretty much every 50-50 so far.
Yeah, and the paralysis.
In addition to getting the hacks to stop the Trick Room.
Yeah, the hacks to stop the Trick Room was fucking huge. So, actually lives
the
hurricane.
Lives!
But only barely, because, Toxic's gonna take it out now. Or actually, it's not.
Is it?
No, it's not. It has sturdy, not magnet pull.
Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I definitely would have thought it had magnet pull, but there it is.
I actually didn't even know until just now. And so this actually didn't happen, but Turbo Blaze versus Mega Venusaur, that's some shit.
Yeah, it would have nullified Thick Fat.
Yeah, so just fucking hit him with fire and ice moves and not give a shit.
Namely ice.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah.
There's the Ice Beam onto the Magnezone, and it goes down. Sets up another Tailwind. I don't know why he Z'd.
Yeah, that was Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it would have been safer to save that Z one turn. Do Z moves make sure paralysis doesn't occur? Maybe that's what he was trying. No? Okay. Then I'm not sure why he didn't save the Z for this turn.
Yeah, if I were him, I would have double targeted Manaphy here, but of course he didn't get to double target anything because Kyurem died.
Yeah, Kyurem's dead and Space Out is paralyzed.
That's really bad.
Yeah, that is not great. Mienshao coming back out has regen.
Will get a fake out
because
that is its blood right. Whenever it comes out to the field, it gets a fake out.
And then dies.
And now it died. And, targeted that. I would have targeted Manaphy.
Yeah, at that point.
But also, at this point, I don't think Manaphy would have died either way.
Yeah.
And it would have killed here, so... didn't.
Yeah, it didn't kill. Yeah, he does the Psychic and it only does.
Yeah, but yeah, even then, wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd.
Yeah, so basically, I think Peanut realized...
Nitesh made the right play for his differential.
Yeah, I think he realized he couldn't win and just tried to make it a 1-0. I'm just gonna say it now.
This was an incredible match.
This was very
Despite,
good.
like, all the hacks, this was an incredible match.
Yeah.
Which I say all the hacks, it was like 2 turns.
It was like, I mean, there was a couple of paralyses that sucked, and then, I'm just gonna say it now. Even though Peanut lost, I'm thinking of giving it to Peanut this week because despite...
I'm on board for now.
Yeah, despite several of his, mistakes and calls, he kept making very, very good calls that just didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I agree.
Who's next? Pickymike. Oh, okay, man, this is another great match. By great, well, it's complex. What I mean by that, but you talk about it.
I don't know if I've seen this one.
Oh.
I think I missed this one getting posted.
Mm.
Which is interesting, because look at Steven's team. This is not like something he's brought before.
What do you mean?
I don't think I've ever seen Heracross.
No, he brought Heracross against,
I've definitely never seen Heracross and Lantern together.
Yeah, probably not. So?
And Togedemaru's here. That's a rare pick. I think he's only brought it like once.
Yeah, something like that.
And Lucario. I haven't seen a whole lot of Lucario, even though I feel like he comes pretty often.
He's semi, yeah. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I think Crocodile's scary.
Yeah, Crocodile is very scary. I mean,
I think
meteorbower.
Crocodile puts in a ton of work, but also, if he comes in on Metagross before it Megas, he's not getting an attack drop.
Yeah, true.
Provided he's running Intimidate, which who knows.
Good point, good point. It could also have a
Moxie.
Moxie.
Or Anger Point.
Or
But I don't think you really want to run Anger Point.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, Meteorbower's always a kind of hard
Fun
nut to crack.
fact, Crocodile gets Anger Point. It is weak to both of the moves that have 100% crit ratio.
What's the second one? I can only think of Icy Wind.
Storm Throw.
Oh, huh. How about that? Interesting. Okay. Any thoughts? Just, I mean, I know that pickymike's team is very sort of difficult to talk about because
I think Crocodile and Heracross could go in.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me.
And I think Gladius is a pretty good defensive check.
If you haven't seen this match, I think you'll like this one.
Probably. Ow!
Oh no. You alright?
I stepped on my headphones.
Oh, that's what? Wait, hold on. Those are on your head. Where's
yeah,
your,
but
what kind of
the
fucking
cord is dangling down there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what kind of fucking yoga are you doing?
Hugs?
Okay, so this is a great turn.
Oh, this is my favorite turn. Everybody's got their shields.
2.5 protects and a tailwind.
Oh my.
And he just goes for the
Black hole eclipse. Oh my god.
As expecting the Metagross to stay in, gets the Moxie boost.
Sent to the void.
And Nuzzle doesn't do any damage to Freebird, but he does paralyze it.
Nuzzle is just more accurate Thunderwave now. Gonna throw out an Earthquake. This thing's probably sturdy. It's not sturdy. That's cool. It's actually Lightning Rod, probably. Which makes sense.
Yeah, given Tapu Koko and Lantern. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Wallinston comes out.
I mean, Lucario.
This is a very, very strong Crocodile right now.
Yeah, switching out to Skarmory would have made sense there, but I mean, what are you fucking supposed to do against this thing right now?
Yeah. But up goes the Reflect.
Yeah, which could be a lot. Aw, shit, here we go!
What is that nickname? Taunt onto the Latios. Can't Tailwind. Why is Skarmory faster than Latios? Wait.
I don't know.
Hang on.
It's fine.
So now he gets up a Tailwind of his own. But also, Big Boy Coco is out here now.
Yeah, and also, what are these Pokemon?
Fortress went to sleep at some point, I guess.
Yeah, last turn it rested.
He used rest. I see. Wait, isn't he supposed to wake up? Right now? Because electric terrain went up?
Oh. No, I guess not.
Huh. I thought that's how that worked. Maybe it's not Misty Terrain that does that. I swear that's how electric terrain works.
I know electric terrain prevents people from going to sleep, but I didn't realize it woke people up.
2.5x attack lives because of the Reflect. That's crazy.
Yeah. So fucking Meteorbower goes for a very smart Protect there. Pickymike has lost all respect because he continues every fucking week to use Skydrop, my least favorite move in Pokemon.
I mean, it's a strong move, dude.
Is Skydrop in Sword and Shield?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, you removed so many moves, but you didn't remove the only bad one.
Now he gets that crunch. Nummy.
And Crocodile Rock is very close to death at this point.
Yeah, but he is also plus a million. Strong old Coco, doing what Coco do.
I finally wakes up.
He wakes up, he says a light screen because I don't think he has an attacking move.
That's well, we're about to find out.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. I lied. Meteorbower is another person I was considering giving to MVP.
He did 6-0.
He did 6-0. I was considering giving him MVP, but I don't know. There's no rule that says we can't give an MVP to a person twice, but like, there's 14 people, and I feel like giving the same person twice kind of like. I mean,
has Steven gotten it before?
Yes, yeah. Steven got it against his
I
first.
never remember.
It was the first person he beat. I don't remember who that was.
Probably Natasha.
No, it was Vlinx for the Trick Room.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, he played well, and I mean, I think he deserves MVP, but I don't know. I feel like Natasha also deserves it, so I would rather give it to him, but we'll move on to PLKJ versus Hivemind. Fuck, I don't want to talk about this match. It makes me depressed. So you talk about it.
Dude, I played this match.
Yeah, you sure did.
You would think.
Okay, you talk about PLKJ, because you helped PLKJ, right?
A little.
Yeah, and I helped Vlinx.
I feel like I didn't really help him as much as he wanted, because I was also doing several things while he was asking for help.
Yeah, he sent me his team this week, and I haven't had a chance to look at it.
One of the big things is that he was running Specs Hydreigon to bait, and he won. He was running Specs Hydreigon, and he was going to use it to bait Moonblast, but I was like, hey, if you protect on Specs Hydreigon, you can't attack after. Yeah, so he swapped it to Life Orb.
That's nice. So I will say, I'm not surprised to see Metacham, obviously. Of course not. I am surprised to see Azumarill, because Azumarill, one of its biggest things is using Aqua Jet, and that's blocked by Tapu Fini. Or Tapu Lele.
But the main reason he had Aqua Jet was to pick off Hawlucha. Which is not protected by Psychic Terrain because it is in the air.
Because it's flying, I see. Okay, I hadn't considered that. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, because usually what he'll do is he'll set up Trick Room, and then for his Pokemon that are not, like, Trick Room good, he just runs priority moves.
Yep.
He fucking loves his Iron Ball, though.
Yep, Jirachi does have that.
So as for Hivemind side of things, so I helped a lot with this team. Vlinx has had some trouble figuring out what the fuck to do with Trick Room.
He's had some tricky run-ins with Trick Room.
Because his team is certainly a hit hard, hit fast kind of thing. I suggested
it hits very hard and it hits very fast.
Yeah, I suggested some things like Tank Lele and some like Togekiss and stuff, but at the end of the day, he wanted to bring Meowstic because it was like one of his only Pokemon that got Trick Room, and he only has like 3 things that learn Taunt, which is a bit rough.
And they're all pretty slow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Lele and Simisage and Hawlucha are the only 3. I mean, Hawlucha's not slow, but
Right, but Hawlucha's not tanky.
Right, exactly. So I was just looking through Meowstic's set because he was like bringing it for the Trick Room. I was just like, this thing is in prison. Just stop. Just make him not use Trick Room. Because for what it's worth, and I will say this, one of PLKJ's biggest weaknesses, he's a strong player, but one of his biggest weaknesses is sort of his lack of information about like weird interactions, like weird mechanics or whatever.
Which is like fair.
Yeah, which is no. I'm not saying like, oh, how dare you. I'm just saying like that is one of his weaknesses, is that he can get caught off guard. And so my suggestion to Vlinx was definitely like, yes, he's going to run Trick Room, and that's going to fuck you over, but if you can run an interaction that will catch him off guard, he's going to have trouble getting his equilibrium back. And I think that definitely Prankster imprisoning a Trick Room and then preventing a Pokemon from using Trick Room on turn 1 is a very good way of throwing PLKJ off his rhythm. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So shall we just get into it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's a leading with Slowbro.
Oh my gosh, he wished him good luck!
Have Vlinx, you fool. You fool.
Vlinx, no!
We don't do that around here. Oh, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's a reason that that his Pokemon are named Paris and Dallas. So he does go for the Imprison, but Slowbro doesn't go
Does not decide to Trick Room turn
Does
one.
not decide to Trick
Instead,
Room?
Ice Beams Lele and freezes it.
Hey, I just want to say, I was talking, because we were streaming Minecraft last night, but I was talking to PLKJ beforehand, and he legit told me he was banking on that freeze.
Huh?
He told me that he was originally planning on Trick Rooming, but then when he saw that Meowstic came out first, he was not expecting Meowstic to come out first. When he saw that Meowstic come out first, he knew that it was somehow going to stop his Trick Room, and so he said, I'm going to try and Ice Beam this Lele and bank on the 10% that it gets frozen.
That's such a singles thing to do. I'm pissed.
And I was just like, you're a madman, that's a 10%, what do you do? He's like, it worked, didn't it? And I'm like, I guess. So I needed to point out that he specifically tried to get the freeze off, and
That's
it worked.
ridiculous.
That's what that play was. So now, Hive Mind's in a bit of a pickle. Luckily Trick Room is not up, but unluckily, Gun Barrel City.
Also, this Amoonguss is offensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is wild.
And this Dark Pulse does nothing. At the current moment, Dallas is something of a wasted sort of slut on the field right now, meaning that everyone can just attack Blastoise, but it kind of has to stay out because Jirachi is able to Trick Room.
It did have it.
Yeah, it did have it, so, you know, he kind of has to stay out here at least until Jirachi's dead.
Mm-hmm. And now Beedrill's gonna do what Beedrill does.
And it's gonna be like, oh, Rage Powder? I don't fucking care.
It's like, Rage Powder? Okay, fine, I'll kill that one.
Kill that one. I like how Hive Mind wrote, sorry, is that a tank?
Which, no, it wasn't, actually.
Yeah. And then...
It was full special attack.
And then fucking gets the paralysis off, which I know it's Jirachi and it has double chance.
It is a 20% chance.
It's 20, but it's still not high. It's still so low. I don't know if the Inferno Overdrive was necessary there.
Probably not, but I don't know what move he was running.
Yeah, especially giving... Oh, I think it was Sacred Fire. Yeah, especially given...
Sacred Fire can miss.
Yeah, especially given Helping Hand, I don't know. So in comes Lele again, because at this point Lele just needs to take hits for people, and he expected, you know, Hydreigon's just gonna fucking Draco, so, you know, get that shit. Stop that shit. And here he is.
This is ridiculous.
There it is, Austin. That's why all the...
It's me, Austin!
It's me, Austin! You were all made fools of. And so Highmine was saying, like, at this point, Slowbro is the last thing that sort of prevents his Halucha from doing what it needs to do. So it is coming back in, which is not great.
Okay, so if it were me, I would have Mad Life Swords Dance there.
Oh, man.
With Halucha.
That is a call, yeah.
That's absolutely what I would have done.
Lele just continuing to just come in on hits that no one else wants to take. Predicts the Protect there, goes for that, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. Paris is still frozen solid, can't hit the Azumarill, and Austin is no longer here. It's not him anymore.
Nope.
He was made a fool of. Even his immediate family bought it.
I think with Halucha, you have to play that aggressively. You have to, like, Swords Dance in the face of ultimate danger.
You have to dance in the danger, you might say.
Mm-hmm. That, or just, you know, Dynamax.
Shut your horn mouth. So he Helping Hands the thing that's still frozen.
He Helping Hands Lele be like, here, I'll help you. Thaw out, please.
Please thaw out. But alas, it's a bit rough at this point. He does get the Imprison again. Kills that Medicham, Oko, nice, delicious Oko, and he goes for the Trick Room, which is now sealed. If that happened on turn 1, things would have gone very differently for PLKJ, but alas...
Beedrill is gone.
Yeah, because Aqua Jet is here, and there's no Psychic Terrain. That is a rough match. Hive Mind, I mean, like, PLKJ...
You played super well.
Yeah, like PLKJ, like, fuck you for relying on a 10% chance for freeze. Like, that's fucking redonkulous. It worked, and I can't fault you for it, but against all odds, Vlinx did play well against everything that went against
Dude,
him.
singles players do that all the time. They're like down to their last Pokemon. Okay, usually they're down to their last Pokemon, and they're like, well, my win condition is to freeze here. So they click Ice Beam.
It's so funny. It's terrible. That's
Or
disgusting.
like they're carrying Night Slash or something, and they're like, well, my win condition is to crit, so I'll click the high crit rate move.
Oh my god. It's nonsense. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not a mindset. Anyways, I think, I mean, against everything Vlinx did, even with the situation
I
he
think
was
Vlinx
given,
played phenomenally.
yeah, he brought it down to a 2-0 from what frankly should not have been. So, hey, good on him there. A lot of good matches this week. A lot of, like, MVP material shit.
Yeah.
And, like, not always from the winner of the match. Oh, speaking of winners...
Speaking of great matches.
Speaking of great matches, here's Technovoid versus Chimichangle. Alright, so... I feel like this deserves an explanation. I was like, I don't know. I got drunk on power. I was thinking, you know, I'm unstoppable right now. The only person that's beaten me is David. I see, we complain every week about people fighting weather with weather, and I was just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fight weather with the same weather. He's got rain, I got thunder on circuitry. That's all I need, baby.
Wait,
not
is that all you had for rain? There's a Kabutops over there,
Yeah.
and there's a Kingdra.
Yeah, basically that was my plan, and then I sort of forgot that he has 3 swift swimmers, so no matter how much I benefit from rain, he benefits more. And that's just a fact, so I just got way too cocky and prepped in about 30 minutes just being like, I got this, circuitry is fine, right? Little did I know.
You also very much wanted Xurkitree to just do the best.
I wanted Circuitry to do something because he's done nothing so far. The first match he came, he didn't even come out, and the second one, he just fucking died immediately because I mispredicted John to have a scarf on his Kartana. So just fucking like hasn't done anything. So I just want to get Xurkitree killed, but I don't know where.
Scarf card is so scary.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chimichangle, again, running basically the same thing that he always runs, or so you would think. It also...
GLHF, yup, that's the proper response. No good luck.
I ain't saying that shit. I refuse. No,
I do not wish people luck out here. 2 matches in a row with Helping Hand.
2 matches in a row with Helping Hand. I go for the gravity and bye.
Good. Bye.
I don't think the crit mattered at all.
It definitely did not. You got punched.
I got punched real hard, and now, and at this point, I was like, okay, I need to go check things that are important, like calculator, but calculator was down, and I was like,
Showdown Calc was being updated to Gen 8
yeah,
during this match.
So as soon as Darkrai died, I'm like, oh fuck, I need to pay attention. I need to see who can take a hit from a -1 knife hands that has a Helping Hand. And then I went to go check calculator, and calculator was down. I'm like, fuck it, Circuitry's probably fine, right? I don't care anymore. And then it wasn't fine, as
Nope.
I learned, as I soon learned.
Now Victini's here.
And to anyone,
This thing's still going quick, and it's gonna hit.
to any of you non-existent Dragon Quest fans out there, my team this week is reference Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah, you can tell because the Victini is named 8.
Yeah, that's the protagonist's name. He's got the orange bandana, and Victini's got an orange ears thing.
And he just goes out to another boy who's incredibly quick.
Yeah, the last one
And
had,
is gonna probably muddy water.
yeah, and it had choice specs, so I was fucked.
Which is understandable.
I can't believe you said the Victini when the Cliff Fable named Yangus was right there.
Yeah, but the Victini was the obvious one. It was
Yeah.
named 8.
Well, that's because it's his name.
Yeah.
What's
Sableye disappears. Oh, there he is.
Sableye goes for the invisibility cloak this turn.
Sableye goes for Phantom Force.
And for what it's worth, I mean, as bad as this match was for me, just absolutely terrible. I played so fucking bad. I'm at least glad that Trevenant finally did at least something.
Dude, there he is. He's leech seeding in the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, if not much, Trevenant hasn't come since week 1.
Also, look at this offensive Celesteela.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something he's brought before.
No, it's not.
Got another citrus berry, and just
Yummy,
gonna take
yummy,
down,
yummy.
sit down, have a picnic.
Picnic in the rain. No, I mean...
Have a picnic in the rain while there are bad men trying to hurt you.
It's a picnic attack. It's much worse than a panic attack. It's a picnic attack. Oh, man. No, I mean, I was... Like, it didn't get any kills, but Trevenant hasn't come out since, like, the very first turn of the very first match where it set up Trick Room and then left. So it was nice to have it do something, even if that match fucking sucked for me. God, I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
I
you
was
did not
thinking.
play very well.
No.
You were a tilt monster this week.
No, I don't know what the fuck.
And it
was wrong.
happens to the best of us.
It does, and the worst of us apparently. Hey, Technovoid MVP, honestly. I don't
think so.
I'm just throwing this out there. I've never gotten it. Let's give it to me. Hey, coming on to the most hype match for me of this entire season.
Of the new to
newbies.
Pokemon friends.
Battle of the Newbies is UnibrowJesus versus that guy. That guy has exactly 1 season of TDD of experience under his belt, and UnibrowJesus has exactly 6 matches of Pokemon under his belt. Let's see who can win. Fuck, I really want to talk about this match. You go. You
For
talk.
me, I see Gardevoir, and I see that is a problem for Como.
Yep. That was immediately one of the biggest things I warned Jesus about was Gardevoir. That is why Scizor is there.
Yeah, Scizor makes sense. Shuts down Gardevoir completely.
Yeah, Scizor's fucking...
Quagsire, serious issue if Shaman goes down.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I expected Gardevoir this match. I was not sure if Quagsire was gonna come, but this
I'm
fucking...
glad Charizard is there, because
Yes.
Charizard should be there when there is a Ferrothorn on your enemy's draft.
And I did fix UnibrowJesus's penchant for running the wrong stat of attack. So, like, Gyarados is actually physical now.
Nice.
So it's special.
I guess Clanger's Soul Blaze is there, probably.
Yeah, most likely. Interestingly enough, so he is running Como Z this match. But when he first sent me the team, he didn't have clanging scales on Como.
Oh.
And I was like...
Well, we haven't really explained that mechanic very well.
That's true, but I was just like, this move will only work with this move, so you should run this one as well, somewhere in there.
I don't really see a lot of ways that he deals with Giratina. Like Como does, but it doesn't kill it. And then Giratina will kill it.
Yes, I mentioned that to him. Shaman, Dazzling Gleam.
That's not enough, but okay.
Not in 1 turn, but it is in 2. Gyarados also was carrying Ice Fang, I think.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's this match. Coming from that guy's side, I basically predicted pretty much exactly what he was gonna bring. I was debating between Cacturne and Pangoro, but I figured that guy, at least the one thing that I can tell that guy does is he basically goes through the enemy person's types and tries to figure out what's good. And Pangoro would not have been a smart bring against someone who has Mega Gardevoir.
Yep.
So
makes sense.
Yeah, so he goes for
There is no
Cacturne.
Gardevoir mirror match.
Yes, there is not. No. In fairness, Mega Gardevoir would have been a great pick here, but I didn't really have Jesus change the Pokemon he brought. I just gave him advice given the team that he sent me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Makes
I
sense.
wasn't like, bring Mega Gardevoir. I was just like, oh, you're bringing Scizor. This is a great idea. Give it a choice band.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Hit hard, boy.
Yeah, I explained to him how choice items work, so... Hey, any of y'all fighting Jesus in the future, fucking watch out. This boy is coming for you. He's learning so fast, and I am training him. So you better fucking watch your damn backs.
Alright, let's watch this match.
Alright, let's fucking do it. Have you seen this one?
I think so.
Okay. The Resistance.
The Resistance.
Lucky man.
No, you can't name things luck.
I like how that guy, instead of writing
What?
GLHF, just writes R.
Ooh, Trace is bulletproof. That would have been very bad if he had soundproof.
Well, it wouldn't have hit anyways, right? Because it's Gardevoir.
Right. Yeah, it is Gardevoir.
Gardevoir's fairy. So it doesn't care about clanging skills anyways. Bye.
Wow, they killed through reflect, huh?
Yeah. And yeah, so the Dazzling Gleam doesn't kill, but it does do a lot. He goes for the Hex on the Scizor there instead of the burned Pokemon.
Interesting.
But at this point, I don't
What?
What? Yeah, so
What?
he switches out here because he doesn't want to be locked into that move anymore, which is smart.
Yep.
Goes from
Although it actually would have been great against Alakazam.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, because Alakazam is not the guy for that.
Out comes the wall of walls.
Unfortunately,
Ooh,
the crit
that
does.
I don't think would have killed without a crit.
Yeah. Good switch on that guy's play here, but this
Definitely.
is this next turn. I just want to preface this next turn is the turn where I was like, Jesus, you're becoming a Pokemon master. So he sees this, or it might not be this turn actually. No, it's not this turn. Never mind. It's the following turn. So he switches out, which is why he's fucking flamethrowing this thing. Doesn't kill that Alakazam, and then this turn he's like, okay, what are my options here? And he fucking, I love this. Because what's he gonna switch Ferrothorn into? So he fucking just protects and energy balls, and I don't know. That seems like such a good move to me.
That's all right.
I don't know. I
thought it was the solid safe play to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was safe because
yeah.
Other than, like, there was nothing he really could have switched Quagsire out to there, really, besides, like, Ferrothorn. And it was much more likely that Quagsire was going to try to surf.
Yeah. What?
And so this is a down he goes for the air slash, almost kills.
Wow, yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, here's a misplay though. Charizard at this point should have protected because it was so low
to stop
the sucker punch. But he goes down, so not quite a 5-0 differential, but pretty close. I'm proud of Jesus for that match. Watching him grow has been amazing because he's like the one person that actually listens to my advice. Like, everyone else, like, will come to me. Well, not everyone comes to me, but for the people who come to me, it's like, hey, what should I do? And I offer them, and then the next week they come to me with the exact same mistakes. Jesus, I tell him to do something, and the next week he actually has improved based on the things I told him in the previous week, and it's very nice to see, which is why, to anybody fighting Jesus, I'm against you. That's not true. If you ask me for help, I'm going to give you help. But that's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, I'm rooting for Jesus 100%.
Gotcha.
I want him to win every match. I want him to get first place, which I don't think is possible.
No.
Unless you lose every match from now on.
Even if.
And Diggory loses every match from now on. And I lose every match from now on.
And Chimichangle.
And Chimichangle loses every match from now on. And PLKJ loses every match from now on. A lot of things have to happen for UnibrowJesus to win.
Literally everybody has to lose, which is impossible because we play each other.
Alrighty, so that's a week. Who are you thinking? I'm thinking.
I think I'm still solid on Nitesh.
It's between Peanutscratch, meteorbower, and Vlinx.
I think I want to give it to Nitesh.
I want to give it to Peanut as well because, you know, Vlinx. I mean, he played well for sure.
Vlinx played very well.
Vlinx played
super well.
Vlinx played very well. It was a bad situation. Meteorbower also played very well, but I mean, Peanut. I mean, he really got fucked on turn 1 by that paralyze. And he really managed to come back from it in a huge way. And that's not to say that Tapu Lele getting frozen was not
like
also...
he was at a bigger detriment.
Yeah, no, definitely. Wait, who was?
Vlinx.
Yeah, Vlinx was definitely at a bigger detriment than Peanut was. But I still think Peanut played that match with aplomb. So, congrats, Peanutscratch. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Alright, so we'll see you all next week. Anything interesting happening next week that off the top of your head? I know I fight that guy. I don't know.
I think I fight Stormy.
You fight Oh yeah, you do fight Stormy. Well, Stormy took down Diggory.
Yeah, but so did I.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think lightning is gonna strike twice on that one. Sorry, Stormy.
I did 6-0 her last season.
Yeah. Never Stormy. Word of advice.
I don't think I can 6-0 her again, by the way.
Yeah, word of advice to Stormy. Never give up, never surrender, but also know your limits. I'm sorry. Yeah, alright, cool. So we'll see you then. Oh, right, so now I can say it. Victini is in the MVP, winning the MVP race right now with 16 kills and 2 deaths and a KD of 14. Buzzwole is in second place, also with a KD of 14, but he's 14 kills and 0 deaths. What the fuck is with Buzzwole?
He punch.
He's so scary. Alright.
Steven enacted Buzzwole strats this week. Use a Z move to start your beast boost going. Except he used Moxie instead.
Moxie, yeah, it was great. It was really, really good. Alrighty, well, we will see you guys in a week. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Enjoy your matches.